Welcome to the cosmic mirror where we see our reflection in the universe. The famous Fermi paradox. Nobel laureate Enrico Fermi explains in part. By any reasonable calculation, we should see evidence of other civilizations all over the universe, but we see nothing. Okay, but is it possible that we see nothing because we are looking in the wrong places? A recent paper published in the International Journal of Astrobiology introduces an explanation as to why we haven't found life within the habitable zones yet. Simply put, life could be subterranean in these places, and we've been searching on or above the surface. Lead author Dimitra Autry of the Mars Research Group at NYU Abu Dhabi invites us to explore beneath the Martian crust, not just across its surface. He explains that the chemical reaction caused by radiation above the surface, when absorbed by the crust, are building blocks of life. This is a catalyst for a new era of exploration. Let's see why. The paper is titled, Estimating the Potential of Ionizing Radiation-Induced Radiolysis for Microbial Metabolism on Terrestrial Planets and Satellites with Rarefied Atmospheres. Okay, hold up guys. This may sound complicated to space enthusiasts like myself. However, if you get down to the bones of what Mr. Autry is trying to communicate, it is simple. Published online by Cambridge University Press only on July 28, the premise expands our habitable playing field in our search for extraterrestrial life. Mr. Autry and his team make an erudite and carefully laid out scientific case, with graphs and measurements for detecting life under the surface, looking in habitable zones with water. Ones we already have missed by keeping our equipment on the surface or in the air. The paper highlights 3 good candidates for underground life in our solar system, beginning with Mars. Mars today is a cold, barren world. But what if beneath its surface, life could exist, not by sunlight or volcanic warmth, but through cosmic radiation? Mars has a thin atmosphere and lacks an ozone layer. Its surface is bathed in galactic cosmic rays, also known as GCRs, and by solar energetic particles, ionizing radiation that typically damages living cells by breaking DNA and producing harmful reactive oxygen species. But this same radiation can indirectly create opportunities. When GCRs penetrate the Martian ice and rocky subsurface, they split water molecules, generating electrons, radicals, and other molecules that microbes may be able to harness for energy. In other words, the chemical reaction of radiation streaming through the surface makes it possible for life to form from inorganic substances under the ground. The report introduces a new habitable or Goldilocks zone called the Radiolytic Habitable Zone, or RHZ. RHZ refers to depths beneath the surface where energy deposition from radiolysis is high enough to sustain microbial metabolism or life force. The team calculated energy deposition rates and estimated electron production, then compared this to energy needs of microbial cells using a tool that simulates complex processes. The paper models 3 bodies within our solar system. Mars, as we already discussed, Europa, which is Jupiter's plume-dotted water world moon, and Enceladus, Saturn's small icy moon. Among these, Enceladus shows the highest potential cell densities, followed by Mars, then Europa. That puts Mars in the game, as a strong candidate for life in the radiolytic habitable zone, the study says. Since Mars and the icy moons of Europa and Enceladus are widely considered to be prime targets for finding potentially habitable environments, we focus on them and estimate the ionization rates and energy availability for possible metabolic activity, Autry wrote. Possible life forms could be chemoautotrophs, which are types of bacteria, using solvated electrons or extracellular electron transfer. These pathways might support processes like carbon fixation, nitrogen reduction, and even ATP production, energy that is found in cells, all powered by radiolytic products unavailable to sunlight-based life. Radiolysis is the splitting of water molecules by radiation into hydrogen and oxygen. This paper reframes how we think about where life might exist beyond Earth. Instead of focusing only on warmth or sunlight, it underscores that high-radiation, water-bearing subsurface environments can offer energy. Even dormant or slow-growing microbes might survive deep underground. The concept of the radiolytic habitable zone invites us to explore beneath the Martian crust, not just across its surface. If life exists or existed on Mars today, maybe it's in the dark, powered by the invisible energy of cosmic rays. Time will tell. We can start by exploring under the Mars ice caps. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more content, just like this.